think I spend about an hour on my hair and makeup, but I can get ready in 10 minutes too. But usually it's around like 40 minutes to an hour.
I can't get ready for more than 30 minutes or I want to jump out of a window. Like, I literally cannot. So like my entire face of makeup can take me 15 minutes because I've done it so many times and I do my makeup the same way. The routine is down.
If I'm gonna go somewhere, I will shower an hour and a half before so I can go really slowly get ready, but it actually takes me probably like a half hour. But I like to take an hour and a half and stretch it out and enjoy it. In the morning, like zero time, just like changing my clothes, but like if I'm doing my makeup and like getting on an outfit and all that stuff, it can take anywhere from like 20 minutes if I'm like rushing to like an hour. It just kind of depends. I generally do the bare minimum, you know, brush your teeth, wash your face if I need to, maybe put on like a little bit of makeup. So if I'm like really pressed for time, I can get ready in 10 minutes. But if I have time and I'm trying to look good going somewhere, I will probably leave myself like an hour. If I want to do like the full like face mask, hair mask, nails, take a long time, I would do like an hour and a half. When I go to school, I wake up 40 minutes before I have to leave, but it takes me like 15 to 20 to like actually like put on makeup and get dressed and everything, and the rest is just like getting food.
I think my favorite movie ever is probably He's Just Not That Into You. That movie is a freaking gem. I love that movie.
So one of them is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I love it. It just makes me want to have family really bad. I was just watching the Bratz movie last night and it's really ridiculous, but I've seen it at least 30 times, like not even exaggerating, and I know the entire script basically, like by heart, so I guess I would say that's my favorite movie. Oh, my favorite movie of all time is Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley. Amazing. Currently, it's The Blind Side. I just saw it like a month ago and it's so good. Well, Eat, Pray, Love really changed my life, and then 17 Again with Zac Efron was just hilarious.
I have loved people in the way like where love is like a verb, where you put them ahead of you and you like make time for them, and in those types of things. So I have loved people, but I don't think I've ever been in love. I don't know. I think there's a distinction. I just don't know what all the rules are. I don't think so. I'm pretty young. I don't know. Probably not. I'm just gonna go with probably not, because I mean, I don't really know how you would know. Like, everyone's like, oh, I'm in love. Like, how do you even know? Like, it doesn't even make sense to me. I guess it depends on what your definition of love is. And I think if your definition of love is like truly caring for a person's well-being, even above your own at times, like when in the right circumstance, then I would say yes, maybe like 1 or 2 times. I would say yeah, I have. Yes, okay, yes. Yes, it was twice. Duh. Yeah. Usually I'll just cry in my room, or if I don't want to be in the house, I'll go in my car, or I'll drive across the street to this elementary school and I will just sit in my car and cry. So really I just cry, and I always listen to music. Like, I can't cry without music. So I cry and listen to music and write in my journal. That's a big one. I journal a lot. I cry a lot. I listen to music. I like to sit in my car and cry. Sometimes I'll lay under my pillows in my blanket and hide from the world and cry and call people. I call people when I'm sad a lot. And sometimes I'll go to this court and I'll sit in my car. I call it like my emo place. And I just like cry for a long time and I listen to really sad stuff.
So really it's like walking, journaling, crying to probably my boyfriend, probably no one else. So yeah, I just like let it all out. I don't hold things in, try to get it all out. The biggest thing is journaling. I love journaling. I love writing. I've mourned a lot of things through writing. I have millions of pages in my room, not millions, but you get it, of just things that I look at these pages and I'm like, if all of that was inside of me, who would I be like if I hadn't released that? And also movement, again, like going on walks. Especially as a teenager when I really struggled with anxiety, walking was my biggest release. Like, sometimes you just can't sit in your room being pent up. Oh, it's horrible. I either like go in my car and like drive around, or I go in my room and I just listen to really sad songs, and then I just cry if I feel like crying, and just think about how I'm sad until I'm not sad anymore, hopefully. But sometimes I'm still sad, but Usually I get through it. But I listen to sad songs, I write in my journal, or I just type stuff up in my phone. Like I need to get it out, talk about it, express it, but I don't like talking to other people about it very much. Unless I'm really down and I feel like I can't fix it on my own, which is bad. I should talk to people more. But yeah, I journal, I write down, I express it, I write songs, I cry. I love crying. As soon as I realize I'm sad, I need to go cry about it and just get over it so I don't have it like ruining my whole day. Oh, and I pray about it. I forgot. I always pray about it. I go to bed and I'm like, God, please help me.
Almost everything. Because I know when people say like, I listen to everything, they don't actually listen to everything. They're not listening to classical, they're not listening to screamo, they're not listening to country. When they say I listen to everything, they mean like, oh, I listen to various forms of pop and blah, blah, blah. I love country, I love pop, I love the mid-2000s, like kind of embarrassing, but like really good, like soft rock pop stuff that I shouldn't love, I love.
I listen to like pop random stuff, like any random song that's like, that makes me like, what is this? I like to listen to. And then like pop country, current pop country. That's pretty much it, I think.
Pop is probably the number one, and then like R&B, rap, and then I sometimes listen to country and sometimes listen to like random stuff like classical or like metal, just like random stuff, but mostly it's just popular music.
My music taste has changed a lot over the years, but I think right now my favorite like styles of music would be country music, and then I've been listening to a lot of like electronic like dance kind of music, like upbeat fun music, and then also I always have like more thoughtful, thought-provoking acoustic songs, so it's like a mixture of those three.
I really like Lana Del Rey, I really like The Neighborhood, I really like 21 Pilots. They're not that chill, but they're like relatable, so I'm like a really big lyrics person, so if it has like, if it means something, then like, and like something that I care about, then I'll probably like it. I listen to a lot of pop in general, like that's the main thing that's always there. And then I listen to a lot of like rock and metal and some emo, and I love country, but lately I have not been into it at all, especially stuff that comes out recently. I don't know, but I do love country, and I love R&B, but I haven't listened to that much of it recently, but I do love R&B and country, but mainly it's been metal, rock, and pop.
When I wake up, I can't speak for like 30 minutes at least after I wake up. Like I literally cannot speak. Like people try to talk to me and I physically cannot make words come out of my mouth. I can't do it.
I wake up automatically in the 6 o'clock hour every morning, and at night I'm like dead, but then weirdly, if I'm like planning for it and I want to do something at night, like last Halloween, I can be the only person on the dance floor until literally after midnight. Me only. But I'm really a morning person. But I can have those nights where I'm like really energetic. In the morning though, I wake up like so much energy. It's kind of scary.
Definitely a night owl. I hate the morning. I hate like I don't like waking up early. I don't like being awake before like 10 because I feel like I don't get enough sleep because I stay up so late. I love staying up late and watching movies or writing or just doing anything like in the dark. I just love it.
See, I'd like to say I'm a morning person, but I really do stay up late and sleep in a lot. But I want to be a morning person. I aspire to be a morning person, so maybe one day I'll get there.
Night owl. I can be a morning person if my sleep schedule like gets on that track, but I'm definitely a night owl. Like I just have my best work at like 3 or 4 in the morning for sure. Okay, that's a little dramatic, probably 2 or 3. I am definitely a night owl, but I try not to stay up too late because I want to be able to like wake up early and stuff. Probably someone telling me that they legitimately want to marry me, which I've gotten a lot of times.
One time, there was this boy. One time he said that I had the perfect laugh, and I had always been like really self-conscious about my laugh because I have like 50 different really embarrassing laughs where I laugh way too loud, or I like wheeze, or I like cackle. Like I have so many different laughs. He said that I had the perfect laugh, and I was like, yes.
Actually, like 2 days ago, then I was with this girl who I just recently became friends with, and I was like talking about something, I don't know what it was, but she was like, you're the type of person people write movies about. And I was like, that's so nice. like, seriously, that was the coolest thing anyone's ever said to me.
When people have said like that I was like the best friend they could ask for, that's a really good compliment to hear.
Yeah, this guy recently told me that my mind was fascinating and my brain is so cool and he loves watching my brain work, and I was like, oh my god, it was so nice. Like, I want to cry. Well, someone told me the other day that I'm really compassionate towards other people, but I'm also compassionate towards myself. And she said that usually people can be compassionate towards other people but not towards themselves, and that I am to both. So that's really unique and good. So I was like, wow, that's good.
A boy.
A boy that I'm getting over right now.
I cry about a lot of things that are like, I'm just trying to do the right thing here. Why is this not working? When I'm trying to do something and I really have good intentions and it's not happening, I get so upset about it and then I lose it. So yeah, me trying really hard to do something and it not working out when my efforts are thwarted, that makes me cry.
Recently, everything that's made me cry is like thinking about like the future and how everything like kind of changes in life. Like that was the last thing that made me cry, because I get so attached to people and places and I always want things to stay the same, but then I know that like change is a quote good thing, which I'm trying to believe now.
Last thing that made me cry was watching This Is Us TV show. It always makes me cry. I think I cried like 2 days ago. I think I was just sad and like lonely and like, oh, I miss this dumb guy that's actually really bad for me that I shouldn't miss at all. Story of my life.
So the first thing I notice about a person is literally like what they look like. Because what you wear and what you say about yourself and how you treat yourself shows to the world about like how you feel about yourself. So if you like wear things that make you happy and confident, like the world, like the people will see that. So that's the first thing I notice is literally how people look and how they dress and how they act.
Every time I meet any person, I instantly notice whether I think they're irritating or not. So I put them into a category of like positive or negative energy. Just some people are so annoying. I'm not trying to be judgy here, but some people are really annoying. They're just like, they just have like a bad attitude, like a really irritating attitude. So I notice if someone is like that or not, instantly it's the first thing I notice. Because if they are like that, they're not gonna like me. I'm not gonna like them. So I'm like, okay, don't talk to them, or like, notice that this could be like a touchy situation, so prepare yourself. That's what I do.
Probably like their personality or their face. Because I mean, I don't really know what else you would notice. Like, some people are like, oh, their eyes, oh, their shoes, but like, no, like, just like their face or like how they interact with me.
For me, it's not really a thing, like in terms of like a physical thing, but I definitely notice like their vibe. Like when I first meet someone, I immediately feel like they're like, does that make sense? Maybe some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Like I feel what that person is like, and if they have a good vibe, I'm like, ooh, I want to be friends with them. If they have a bad vibe, I'm like, probably don't want to be friends with them.
Well, okay, when I see someone, I kind of like analyze them and try to like draw a conclusion, and then I kind of like can tell like if there's someone that I will get along with and connect with or not. So I'll be like, probably wouldn't get along with me, or like, probably would get along with me. That's what I notice. I notice if you are a sheep, like a member of a herd of sheep, or if you're like, you know, outside of the pack and like doing your own thing. Those are the people I always gravitate towards. All of my friends are like more forward thinking and like successful and not like, oh, I can't do anything. Like people who are really empowered and separate from the crowd. And then people who are follow the crowd, I notice that and I just immediately like repulsed. Like not even like, ew, you're gross, but just like I can't hang out with you.
Oh my gosh, all right, it's definitely this thing that I do with my face, which I'm not gonna do because it's weird. And some of you have seen me do this in videos, and like the true homies will like catch it every now and then, but it's like a tick, and a tick is like an involuntary thing that like happens to your body. It's not like a big thing, but it's just like a little thing. Like my dad has one where he like twitches sometimes, and my uncle like winks, and it's like involuntary. And so I like do this thing with my mouth, which I'm not gonna do right now because it's embarrassing. So I have two like mouth ticks, I guess you could say.
The most embarrassing thing about me, as you can probably already know, is the fact that I am so loud and so out there so much of the time that a lot of people are like, Amy, you wanna like shut up now? And I'm like, maybe. Or that I like talk way too much.
I do just kind of weird things in public sometimes that embarrasses people sometimes. Like my boyfriend gets pretty embarrassed by me when I start like dancing or doing something really weird in public. He's like, stop. So those are pretty embarrassing.
I have like a really kind of like dorky, weird side where I like talk in these weird voices that I don't even know that I'm doing until someone points it out. And I also sometimes make cat noises when I'm like soothing myself. I'm like,
I am a stalker. Like, I am a hardcore stalker. So that's kind of embarrassing, but I keep it on the DL. I don't know how to cook and it's really embarrassing and humiliating, and it's like I want to learn, but I don't actually care that much, but it's just like I just don't want to talk about it or think about it. I just want to keep making my few simple dishes that I make and just get that just be enough.